versions of it for other types of ecosystems or other types of analysis or other types of asset management. And we really think that it basically broadens the community. It also has better quality, reliability, lower costs sometimes, and then also there's the intellectual collaboration, which is a lot of fun. We also believe that the wiki is the most appropriate tool, and this is a challenge for most cities. Most cities have a really hard time opening up their database firewalls to allow public entry of data into a centralized database. And so what we've done is we've actually created 3 databases that mirror each other and synchronize data between the city's database of trees and then also the nonprofit's database of trees, because they have private information that is important to them. And so we have this whole process of allowing users to edit data, and we have different user profiles that basically monitor and do quality control for us. And then we can have arborists go out and spot check the data to verify that certain users are actually in fact entering correct data. The community input system, the benefits are there's this whole community participation piece, and everybody can get involved. There's also educational components. The whole idea of building a community tool is creating a really easy to use user interface, which a Boy Scout could use. You could bring it to elementary schools and incorporate it into science curriculum. And so there's this whole citizen science element that's very exciting for a lot of teachers, educators, museum curators, as well as other people who are involved in community education and science education. When I was doing testing to see how accurate the data would be from community volunteers without any training whatsoever, I had over 85% accuracy rates. And then with just a couple hours of training, we got up to 95% accuracy rates, which was incredibly impressive. And that's hard to get even if you're a trained expert to go out in the field and get that kind of accuracy. And primarily because it's so hard to identify species of trees. And species change block by block, and you have subspecies and cultivars in many areas that don't match anything else. However, it's really exciting to know that we can have a high rate of accuracy using community input. The general information that people would collect is trunk, the size of the trunk, the general health, hazards, species. They can take a photo, upload a photo, and also tell their anecdotal stories. Trees for many people are incredibly personal. A lot of people will plant a tree in honor of their grandmother who's passed away. And in that vein, they have a personal attachment to those trees. And so the personal stories actually become very important, because we know that there's this human element to caring for our trees in cities. And trees wouldn't survive in cities without human care, human participation. And we wouldn't survive without the trees either. So how it works, it's basically, we're developing it to be accessible anywhere with an internet connection. And so we still have some work to do, some development. I have visions and dreams of doing an iPhone app as well. And that's hopefully a couple years, if not a year down the road. The idea is also to develop social networking to allow community members to engage with each other. For example, when it's time to harvest fruit trees, it's really a great opportunity for neighbors to share their extra harvest with their other neighbors and basically post on the forum saying, hey, I've got extra plums. I've got like 10,000 plums, come get them. And be able to put bushels of plums out on their front porch. Or even start micro-enterprise if somebody has excess fruit, being able to sell that fruit on the forum and be able to generate revenue for themselves. There's also opportunities to develop school curriculum, and then talking with a few different utilities. Utility companies have a very, very strong interest in knowing where trees are, because with new legislation, utilities are going to be able to get carbon credits from reduced energy use. And if trees are planted in strategic areas, it can actually increase the shade and reduce energy use by up to 20%. And that's significant. And that can actually generate a lot of revenue for utility companies. So how is this different from what's out there? Basically, right now, this product engages communities. No other product does that. It addresses a specific need, and also it provides educational and outreach services. And you can see some of the project partners for our demonstration project. We work with Autodesk, so hello all Autodesk folks, and the City of San Francisco and Friends of the Urban Forest. And we're looking forward to reaching out to other partners and engaging other people in this process. I'm going to move forward because I'm running out of time. So also one of the key important pieces about this is why price ecosystem services. And right now, everything depends on dollars. We speak the language of money, and everything has to be translated into dollar terms in order for it to be paid attention to. And in order for us to have long-term sustainability, we have to translate our ecosystem services into dollar amounts. And so the idea also with this project is to bring something that can make profit sustainable. So why not have cities make profit off of their trees or generate revenue to support other tree planting programs? And why not provide financial incentives through tracking and managing their trees? Ultimately, we would love to reach out to other partners, and we're looking to do so as soon as possible because we want to get back to work. And we are very interested in reaching out to private funders potentially. We have been relying on government funding for the last couple of years and would love to expand this, and have been working on a pretty solid business plan around it. So if anybody's interested in talking to me further about investment in this opportunity, investment opportunities and or partnerships, technology partnerships or other types of partnerships, please come and speak to me. And really it's about the big picture. And little idea of when I was planting a tree of how great it would be to enter this into some sort of wiki can grow into a very big solution. And the idea of integrating environmental analysis, community engagement, and technology is valuable in our world today. And really what it's about creating a greener future. Thank you.
Questions?
Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. For more information about the WebMap Social Meetup Group, or to review our archive of past presentations, visit our website, www.meetup.com/webmapsocial. Also, if you want to send us any ideas, thoughts, or questions, please write us at podcast@endpointenvironmental.com. Until next time, I'm Clay Burton. Thanks for joining us.